Our second guest is the cast and crew of the YouTube hit drama Unforgettable. But before we welcome them to the stage, we'd like to show you this exclusive footage they have for us for the final 7 episodes of Unforgettable.
Let me guess, you two had some kind of moment at the Comrie Christmas party.
Funny, we don't work for the Comrie.
I saw the way you looked at her. That kind of fluff doesn't die. Stay out of my way, Cole.
Everything that I've done because I care about you.
Karen, put the gun down. You don't want to do this.
Someone always gets burned when you play with fire.
Are you done?
No, but you are.
And this is it?
This is it?
It's all set.
I know. Gretchen's in prison and now I'm coming after you. You hear me? Whoever you are. I'm coming after you.
I know he's breaking you out. I'm coming with you.
I love you.
Our next question comes from Castaway TV HD, and he asks, X of the Liars, call it or kidney? For the first time on Comic-Con stage, please welcome Silence X Broken X, the creator of the show, Lola Miley, who plays Scarlet, Love X Writing, who plays Allison, and last but definitely not least, X of the Liars, who plays Cole. The question was anonymous. Alright, Wasima, can you tell us a little more about Call It and Kidney, and what's the biggest difference between both relationship is?
The biggest difference, with Colette, it's kind of like they have history. They've been there since the beginning, you know, and they've always had each other. But with Kidney, they don't have that history that Colette have, but they do get each other a lot. They understand each other, and yeah. So I think the other one has like something that the other doesn't have. So I think that's the biggest difference between them.
Our next question comes from Kritra Bellas, and she wants to know if you guys trust Gretchen.
I don't trust Gretchen because she just kind of seems like a bitch. Like, it doesn't seem like Gretchen, she's just like, you can't trust someone like that. It's just, no, I don't trust Gretchen at all.
And I got away.
I think Gretchen does have some very trustworthy parts about her. I mean, she has a daughter, so she definitely wants that back, I think. She wants to be happy, she wants to have a life, but for me personally, I wouldn't trust her because of how many times she's pulled tricks just for her own advantage.
If you need to redo them, just message me.
I really don't know.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
She says that we should trust her, but I don't know. I think that if they do end up trusting her, it would probably be a mistake. I don't know.
What's going on with Faye? Can you guys tell us if she'll be caught in trouble anytime soon?
Faye is just kind of getting her revenge, I guess. I don't know, like, she's been put through a lot, obviously, and she's just a bit confused, I think.
To be honest, this whole Faye thing kind of like confuses me too. Like, I don't know. I should probably know more about this because I'm in the cast, but there's a lot going on with Faye because everyone thought she was dead, so it's just like a surprise to everyone that she's still alive and she's like, I don't know.
With Faye, I think coming back from the dead kind of entails its own disadvantages, so I think you'll definitely see Faye fall into some trouble in the rest of Season 3.
The next question is for Lola Miley and Love X Writing. Who will be going through more changes between the end of the series, Scarlet or Allison?
I think that both Scarlet and Allison will, because both, like, the characters are very dynamic and they've changed a lot since the beginning. Yeah, I think both characters will definitely see a lot of changes at the series finale. The tears, the tears.
Well, Allison and Scarlett both go through a lot of changes, like, and both of them, like, involve Cole. So, Scarlett went through the change of being betrayed by Cole, like the whole group did. So that was a huge change to Scarlett. And then Cole being Allison's brother, that was a huge change. And, I mean, there's tons of changes in this show, so it's hard to answer who goes through more.
The next question is for the entire crew, and the person asks, what's next for Khaled? And will the team successfully bring down the Camry?
Well, Colette, if it's not Endgame, then I'm going to sue Wasima. Like, I'll actually make that happen. Because I know if there's no Colette, there's no Unforgettable. I'm just being honest, straight up.
If I answer that, that would just give it away. I would tell you what happens, and yeah, we don't want that. But I mean, Sydney's not gone, is she? So yeah, we'll be definitely seeing more of her.
And the team bringing down the Comrie is questionable because they've lost some members of their team. There have been traitors. I don't know, it's kind of confusing at this point, but we'll just have to see what happens.
I hope that the group brings down the Camry, because then it's like everything that they've gone through is for nothing. So
I can't answer that either with a clear answer because that would give it away as well. But I want to say that they do get close to bringing down the Camry, but something does happen, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens that prevents them from doing so.
This question is for a creator, and this person wants to know if there's a possibility of another college sex scene.
There was a Colette sex scene, and it was the best scene in the whole entire show, so I hope there's another one, because let's be honest.
There is a possibility, actually, so I don't know, maybe not, maybe yeah, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
The next question is for Love X Writing, and it says, do you love acting out scenes with Lola Miley?
of course I love acting out scenes with Lola Miley. Like, she is such an amazing actress, and it's just so much fun to do scenes with her because their characters have great chemistry, like not that kind of chemistry, but just like to work together, it's fun.
The next question is for Lola Miley, and it says, I love Scarlett. Are you anything like her?
Thank you. I would say I'm kind of like Scarlett. We're both kind of independent, definitely. I feel like after the whole Cole thing, Scarlett just took a turn, and she just became a woman. She just became strong, and I would say that, you know, we all go through things that make us the better versions of ourselves.
Our next question comes from Castaway TV HD, and he asks, X of the Liars, Khaled or Kidney?
And the $1,000,000 question, Colette, or as some people are calling it, Kidney. I would have to say Colette by 1,000, of course, because they've just been there from the start. But with Kidney, I think that Sydney and Cole really understand each other, and they get each other, and I think that's evident when he's finishing her sentence. In, I believe it's season 3, episode 5. They've really had some intimate moments, but I think in the end, Colette will end up on top.
For the creator Silent X Broken X, what's the possibility of a spin-off or film?
I've actually wrote a spin-off before, and then I wrote a film, and then I changed the film to a spin-off. So, yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a spin-off because spin-off is gonna have a lot of episodes, and it's just basically like doing another season, and I don't want that. So maybe a film.
I really, really hope Wasima does a film, at least a film. A spin-off I think would be hard, but at least a film, please, 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 please.
Love X Writing, we have a special request for you. Can you please say ooh?
Oh my god. Alright, just for you, Gary. I'm gonna be known as, like, people who don't know me, they're gonna be like, wait, who's Love X Writing? And then people are gonna be like, oh, you know, that girl that was like, ooh. So, there you go, Gary.
The question was asked was anonymously and says, Lola Miley, can I marry you?
Yes, I'm down for that. Just, come over, we can elope. I'm set, and I'm ready.
For Love Extraditing, what makes you the most happy about Unforgettable?
Probably just being a part of this from the very beginning. It's just been such an amazing journey, and working with Wasima, she's such a good editor, and working with the whole cast, like everyone in the cast is amazing. So it's just so much fun to be a part of it.
For the creator, do you like the outcome of the series?
Yeah, I do like the outcome of it sometimes. It depends really. But yeah, I do like the fact that we got so far. So that's kind of good.
For Lola Miley, do you like playing Scarlet?
I love playing Scarlet. I can just honestly say I probably have the most connection. I feel like I just said this 5 seconds ago, but out of any character I've ever played on YouTube, Scarlet is she's the one. I'm slightly lesbian for her right now.
Our next question was asked through Axis M, and the person wants to know, how did Love Extraditing prepare for the Faye death scene?
Oh god. The Faye death scene. That was a very big scene to record. It took a lot of motion, and I people still say that one line, would you do something? How did I prepare for that? I just kind of, how everyone has that sort of thing that makes them cry or whatever. I had to think of something that made me upset, what if this was my mom or my friend, my best friend. So it just you had to get into character. You had to think and visualize that you are the character, think what they're thinking, and it was a fun scene to record because it was I think it was the first emotional, really emotional scene that I had in the series. So it was huge and it was exciting, and I'm pretty proud of it.
X Little Liars, do you and Lola Miley have sex on the set?
Do me and Anna have sex on the set? We love to really get into our characters, so there were definitely some rehearsal moments where we wanted to make sure we would have top-of-the-line performance for Unforgettable.
Silas X Broken X, what kept you motivated to keep this series going on for 3 seasons straight?
Basically, it was half the time it was the feedback that got me going. Yeah, it's the comments that keep me motivated, and the fact that Unforgettable is the first ever show that I've had on YouTube. 3 weeks after I joined, I posted the pilot. So basically, it was the first thing that I've ever done on YouTube. So it was really special to me. So it just kind of seems fair that I give it a proper ending. And yeah, so that's what keeps me going.
Unfortunately, X1 Got Away 101 X couldn't make it to the panel as she is shooting in a different location, but we managed to sit with her for a few minutes and ask a few questions. Let's see what she had to say.
What's your favorite scene and how is it working with Wasima?
My favorite scene would have to be the dinner between Cole and Sydney. I just really fell in love with that scene because they connected real easily. They had so much they could relate to. So yeah. Working with Wasima is really fun and really good because she's a really good writer and I enjoy reading the script, and it's just amazeballs. It's just really, really good. And she's a really nice person. She's very patient. She loves what she does. She's a very positive person.
This next question was asked through Ask FM. I hate your character, but I love you. How do you get into character?
Well, before I start doing lines, I always have to reread the script and know exactly how I have to say the lines. And once I'm doing lines, I say them a couple of times, just in different ways, because I don't want to just do it once and then say it wrong, and I'll just ruin everything. So I guess before I read the script, I also look at other shows and other characters that are similar to Sydney. And yeah, so I'll just keep that in mind and try to act it out.
So this is your final season. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, knowing that Unforgettable has 3 complete seasons. That is really shocking, and Unforgettable would have to be the longest series I've ever seen on YouTube. And I'm really proud of Wasima for keeping up this long, for being dedicated and committed and just never giving up. And she's gotten this far. This should be like a real TV series. And I'm also glad that I got to be a part of season 3. And the Unforgettable has been a really, really good experience.
We've heard that there were a couple of ship wars, X Little Liars, Lola Miley, and X One That Got Away 101X. How do you guys feel about that? Are you Team Colette or Team Sydney?
Yes, there's been some ship wars between Colette and Sydney. And even though I do play Sydney, I have to say Colette is endgame. I mean, Sydney, they're really cute and they can connect in so many ways. They just relate so much. But Colette has that history. They have the history, they have the passion and danger and is everything. They've been through so much together. So I have to say I am Team Colette.
In the latest episode, Sydney and Cole are still together and Cole and Scarlett aren't. Do you guys know if they're ever going to get back together, or is it going to be Sydney and Cole from now on?
I actually think that Sydney and Cole are not really going to be together. I guess it was just a one-time thing, if you know what I mean. Like, Sydney probably needed someone to open up to, and Cole was there for her. And she could probably just tell him anything that comes to her mind. But I do believe that Cole and Scarlett would get back together because they've been through so much, as I said before.